Howdy folks, how are you all doing? Crosstor6 here. Hope you're all having a wonderful day, evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Well, for today's gameplay, we are on Westfield in the STRV 103B, the Swedish tank destroyer. I love this tank. It's taken me a while to try and get used to the mechanics of it. Taking it in and out of siege mode at just the right time, because it takes a couple of seconds for it to get in and out of it. But overall, it's a pretty decent tank actually. It's one of these, once you get yourself into a bush, it's very difficult to dig you out of there sometimes. Not all the time, of course, unless artillery's in the game, they just pound you. Now, I'm noticing, and I noticed in one of the comments in my previous video, I use Aslane's mod pack, but I've actually uninstalled it for this one, believe it or not, because you can't see the outline of the tanks, and I don't know why. So I've tried doing it via the replay and recording it via the replay, and also uninstalling Aslane's and seeing if that was what the issue was. I even went into the settings for the outline, and for some reason, I don't know why, but the replays are not showing the outline of the tanks when you look at them, or it's periodically it shows the outline and then all of a sudden it doesn't. So I don't quite understand what's going on with that. If anybody knows the answer to that one, leave it in the comments below, because I'd be interested to find out why it's not doing it. Whether it's just a glitch within the actual replays itself or not, I don't know. I genuinely, I don't know. So if anybody's got any ideas, let me know below. But yeah, the STRV 103 is a very decent tank. I love it. I really do enjoy this tank. I've had some fairly decent games in it. Don't get me wrong, I've had some really crappy games in it as well. But overall, the majority of the games in this tank are pretty good. Once you get used to that siege mode, it's a bit of a strange one. It's when to decide when to go into siege mode and when not to go into siege mode. And of course, the accuracy on it when you're not in siege mode is just ridiculously bad. And that's not to say it doesn't bounce shots, because it does bounce shots. But it's like it's a little bush hiding assassin, I would say. And it doesn't have to be played that way. You can actually play it quite aggressively, this tank. But I haven't really reached that stage yet, because every time I've tried that, I've just been absolutely mullered. But there you go. But this turned out to be an okay game for me. Not the best game I've ever had in this tank, but you don't want to always see the greatest of games, do you? The CBR, man, I tell you, them things are a pain in the neck, they really are. But look, you can see the outline's not shown on his tank. And I just don't understand why, but hey-ho. Unfortunately, you'll just have to put up with it, because I can't do anything about it, unfortunately. But if anybody, as I said, if anybody knows what the answer to that is, then let me know in the comments below, because I don't understand why it's not showing the outline. I even went into the settings and reset the outline settings in the game, and it didn't make any difference at all. So I don't know, to be quite honest. Have you got this STRV 103? What do you think of it yourself, or have you come up against it on the battlefield? And how did you find taking it out? I don't think it's that difficult to take out. It's just a very accurate firing cannon, and I've seen myself doing 6,000-7,000 damage in this thing, or close to 7,000 damage in some of the games. I think it was on Hinterland or something like that. It was, but yeah, it's overall it's a pretty decent tank. And would you consider trying it out? Listen, I can only give you my tuppence worth on the tanks, and I'm not any unicum, not by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just a regular Joe who just plays the game, has fun, and if I don't have fun, then there's not a lot you can do about that, really, is other than just go and play something else. But I just give you my tuppence worth on it, and for what that's worth, take it with a pinch of salt, or listen to what I say. That's your choice. Is it newbie friendly? Probably not, no. I would definitely say, you know, go and get the STRV, was it S1, and play that tank for a while, and then see if that sort of, you know, floats your boat. Because the tier 10 variant of it, obviously you're in a higher tier match, so therefore there's more potential of you getting taken out quite quickly in the game if you don't know what you're doing. But again, it's like anything, isn't it? You just got to find these little spots on the maps that suit your type of vehicle effectively. So at time of recording this video, basically we're just hours away from 2025, and another year is done. And I'll give you a funny story. About a year or so back, 2 years back, I've been drinking the old red wine, which is fatal for me, because I always do silly things, like buy premium time, like buy 7 years of premium time. Which my my compadres in arms like to remind me of. The fact is that I messed up and I don't know, for some reason I decided to buy 7 years worth of premium time. Go figure. So Wargaming don't have to worry about getting any more money out of me, do they? They've already had it and then some. So my official premium time runs out in 2032. Does that make me a dedicated follower of fashion? Or does it just make me a bloody idiot? And I would think probably the latter is more accurate a description. Anyway, on with the game. I'm just being attacked now, and you'll see what I'm talking about. That this tank, once you get spotted and people start, you know, aiming their cannons at you, you don't last very long, as you've just seen. But anyway, let's go over to the post-game stats and see how we did. So we did just over 4,000 damage, came top for damage, so not too bad. Didn't make any silver, as per normal in tier 10s, you very rarely do. But anyway, guys, call it there. Have a wonderful 2025, lots of love, and I hope you have a blessed time, and stay safe. Catch you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.